Hi, I'm Dave,
And I'm Jennifer.
and we are a middle aged couple with a Regal Unlimited subscription and an inordinate fondness for movie theater popcorn,
Mm-hmm.
which leads us to go return time and again to the Regal movie theater
Yes.
in our neighborhood when they do
Yes.
the Monday Mystery movie,
Mm-hmm.
where we have seen some real. You guys have no idea what just happened.
No,
It doesn't
it
matter.
doesn't matter at all.
So anyway, we've this is not the first time we've tried to record this video. Okay, so we see the Monday Mystery Movies where
Quite
you
frequently.
pay $5, or in our case, nothing,
Mm-hmm.
50 cents,
Yep.
and you get to see a movie, but they don't tell you what it is in advance.
Mm-hmm.
And so
We saw Song Sung Blue with Hugh Jackman and
Kate
Kate
Hudson.
Hudson and King Princess
Yeah, go for it.
and Michael Imperioli
Yes.
and Jim Belushi.
Mm-hmm.
I, yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff going on. Oh, and Fisher Stevens,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on in this film of people that you haven't thought about in a while who are like, I didn't think they would be in this movie, and I didn't think I would not hate this movie.
Ask me how I feel about this movie.
How do you feel about this movie?
I loved this movie. Unreservedly. I loved this movie. You were about to say, I didn't hate it. It was okay.
I was warming up to, like, I had to fight through something in this movie, and what I had to fight through was Neil Diamond.
That was
who I do not love.
So I had a music teacher in elementary school who was a huge Neil Diamond fan, and made us all these fourth graders sing America and sing a song and Sweet Caroline and the whole thing.
I guess I did sing America in the chorus now that I think about it.
So these songs are now ingrained in my soul.
Mm-hmm.
I felt very much the way I felt while watching Cats.
Okay.
Which is a musical I saw as a child, and then never again until the movie came out just before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And which everybody hated. I loved that movie so much. She can attest. I did not stop singing those songs for weeks.
Yes,
afterwards.
and I can understand singing the songs. That movie was not a good version of that musical.
Fine.
It was not a good movie.
Song Sung Blue
is
a great version. A really enjoyable, entertaining version of a documentary that came out in 2008?
So I saw we've seen these commercials for like months. And as far as I could tell, this was a movie about a couple who are doing Neil Diamond songs, and Hugh Jackman is playing a Neil Diamond impersonator.
Interpreter.
I understand. But what I saw in the commercial, like, that's what I thought I was seeing. And I'm like, I do not understand why this movie exists. So in my head, the only reason this movie could exist is because Neil Diamond paid, like, Elton John wanted Rocket Man, and whoever it is that paid for Bohemian Rhapsody. It's like, oh, okay, like, and the Bruce Springsteen thing, like, this is a way to get his music back out on the stage. And obviously that must ultimately what this is about. How did they land, Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson to do that? No, like, this is a documentary about a couple from, why don't I remember where they're from? Milwaukee. A couple from Milwaukee. Like, Milwaukee is actually important in this movie, and I just couldn't remember there for a second. A couple from Milwaukee who find each other in the 90s and become an act called Lightning and Thunder that do Neil Diamond songs, that interpret Neil Diamond songs. And, it becomes a romance, and they, like, messed up families and stuff. And really very, very good acting in this movie. I did not realize until after we watched it that Kate Hudson got nominated for a Golden Globe for this, and it's deserved. Like, this part could be, like, this cheesy woman that you could make fun of. Like, this is the movie that Christy wishes it was.
Yes.
Very much. And, it's about, like, regular people who are, like, their actual story is like, you've got to be shitting me.
Yes.
Like, you've got to be shitting me that this is their actual story. And it's tragic and it's heartfelt and stuff.
That's the thing. Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson were perfect for this because they are
Yes.
both actors who are capable of taking a character who is absolutely absurd
Yes.
and making them absurd. Like,
Yes.
this is a funny movie on
Yes.
many levels.
Yes.
But then taking these characters who should be just straight up absurd, and you think you know where it's going, you think you know what the plot of this movie is going to be, and then they turn around and do a 180, and suddenly these are heartbreakingly good portrayals of real human beings
Yeah.
dealing with real human frailties and problems
Yep.
and flaws, but also strengths. And
Yeah.
it's a tearjerker. It's an absolute tearjerker.
It's a tearjerker. It's also a musical. There is an inordinate amount of music in this movie.
Yeah.
And I don't actually particularly like Neil Diamond.
Right.
And I got what like the music did for these people, you know, and because I do enjoy music and like enjoy singing, like, you know, I would just put different music in this, right? Like if you were writing this as the Jennifer Dyke story, it would not be it wouldn't be Neil Diamond, but anybody can get like, you know, what music does to people and performing does to people and like being your truest self does to people, and that's what this was about, and they were able to convey that, you know, even if you don't like, you know, even if the actual music itself doesn't resonate with you, like, yeah.
I think Neil Diamond is the perfect music for this, in that it is corny and absurd in itself. It's so grandiose.
Yes.
And yet such incredibly crowd pleasing. And that's what this movie is.
Yeah.
It is a movie that doesn't take itself too seriously. It's not afraid to entertain the audience.
Yes.
The way, say, Christie was. Christie could never figure out what it was trying to do.
Yep.
And as a result, the character just felt bizarre. Here you have these absurd characters who are so human, and you care about them so much by the end of this movie.
Yeah.
It's a tragic story on some level, but also the story of people who overcame tragedy.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, yeah.
Even if briefly, you know,
or whatever.
Even if briefly,
it doesn't.
yeah.
Yeah, but there's like there are moments of true transcendence in this movie.
Yeah.
And people falling down, and people not being able to like climb back up, and it's it's great.
Yeah.
I loved this movie.
Yeah.
It was so entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's really good, and a very odd comparison to one little thread of this movie is Sentimental Value, to be honest, which is a movie about a family, right? And about a family where entertainment is part of the family, and the children of entertainers, and the children of an entertainer who then, like, you know, doesn't really notice their needs or doesn't really notice their emotions. And, you know, like, this is not as bleak as that, but that movie has these two sisters, and, you know, certainly one of them in Sentimental Value is the one who is the parentified one, right? The one who takes care of everything and takes care of everyone's emotions and like does stuff. And there is a teenager in this movie who is that character, right? Who, you know, takes care of the practical and takes care of people's emotions, and, you know, but isn't 100% abandoned in this movie.
Right.
Where in Sentimental Value, like, that character is basically abandoned by everybody. And, you know, just lives in that universe, you know.
Sadly, we didn't make a video about Sentimental Value because I didn't see it.
We didn't see it together, but
you said it was really good.
it was really good.
Yeah, okay. So there's a bonus review for all the Dave and Jennifer Go to the Movies fans. But Song Blues. So Hugh Jackman, of course, is just one of those once-in-a-generation talents. He is astonishingly good as a singer, and this is a movie about singing. So, of course, he's great in this. This is, you know, I was not a fan of Greatest Showman.
I never saw that.
I didn't see the whole thing. I had to turn it off. but clearly he loves to sing more than he loves to be
Oh,
Wolverine.
sure. Yeah, I mean, he's a song
And
and dance guy. He's
he's a
been
song
on
and dance guy.
Broadway,
Yes.
all this stuff on
And
Broadway.
he's bringing
Yeah.
every ounce of that star power to this. Kate Hudson, who I just I kept going, wait, that's Kate Hudson. That's Kate Hudson. That's Kate
Yeah.
Hudson, because she so inhabits this character.
Yeah.
Who does not look like, say, Penny Lane from Almost Famous, right? Which is what I always
Well,
think of.
that was
when I
also
think.
20 years ago,
Of course
right?
it was, but yes, and Hugh Jackman's face is lined and weathered at this point, but that's perfect for this character.
Yeah, that's actually very needed, yeah.
Yeah, the character Lightning in the movie is a man who had been a Marine in Vietnam.
Right, and this is the early 90s
and
in the movie.
Come back from that, an alcoholic, got sober, and started doing tribute singing at county fairs and things.
Yeah.
And then, dreams of more, and almost gets there.
Yeah, yeah.
Kate Hudson's character is this single mom who is doing the same thing. She's at the same county fair singing tribute songs, Patsy Cline.
Yep.
And who dreams of more and almost gets there. And it's a true story.
That's the thing. I had no idea. And then the movie starts and it's like inspired by a true story. I'm like, what? Apparently a documentary was made about this couple in 2008.
Yeah.
And the guy who directed Dolomite bought the rights and made a movie out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, crazy. Like, yeah, just very, very bonkers in terms of like, if you wrote this as a fictional story, no one would buy this script because they'd be like, this is too improbable.
It's too much.
And, I in my very quick search of the internet, I wasn't able to find out how much of the story differentiates from real life. I would like to hope the ending differentiates from real life. Like,
The thing about Roofman, which we just saw, which again, a documentary turned into a fictional film.
Yeah.
And it was so lifeless and weird.
This is also
because it was based on real events.
But it's not just that. It's also like I was thinking of, that's Kirsten Dunst, right?
Yeah.
That was in that. I was thinking of Kirsten Dunst in that movie when I was watching this.
Yes.
Because this is also
100%.
a very similar type of woman.
Yep.
And I feel like Kirsten Dunst did the best job in that movie. Like,
definitely.
She definitely did, was more of a person in a way than Channing Tatum was, right?
Tate's in that movie plays a very closed-off person who is lying to everybody.
Yes.
And it's a very difficult role.
Yes.
He is not a truly great actor.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman is a truly great actor,
Yeah.
and he takes on this role that should be crazy
Yes.
for anybody to play,
Yes.
and absolutely sells it. This is a man who's not lying to anybody.
Yeah.
He cannot
He can't lie to
keep
anybody.
inside the music of Neil Diamond.
Exactly, and which is the most profound thing that exists in the world.
It's amazing. It is such a good movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I might be overselling it.
No, you are legitimately responding
really
with
enjoyed
the
it. I
feeling
really
in your
enjoyed it.
heart that this movie brought to you.
I was weeping just fat, ugly tears during this movie, and I kind of still am. Which you can probably hear.
Yeah, and there's moments in this movie that absolutely deserve that, that are very it is melodrama. Like it does go above, but it the weight is correct, I don't know how to, I'm not articulating this correctly, but it's melodramatic and it's over the top. But everything about this is over the top because dressing up as Neil Diamond and singing these songs is over the top as just a thing to be doing at noon, right? So if other crazy shit is happening in your life, that just makes sense because all of it is insane, but insane in a way that real life is insane, I'm just not articulating that well, but
this movie is the equivalent of that moment when you're in a bar or at a wedding or whatever, and a song comes on, a song that you would never intentionally pick in a million years to listen to on your own, but somehow you know all the words. And everybody in the place knows all the words, and everybody starts singing along, and you have a great time laughing out loud about the fact that you're singing this crazy song.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was one time this happened for me was I went and saw David Byrne And David Byrne's great. He's a great performer, does an incredible act. But then at the end of his show, in the second encore, he just did "I Want to Dance with Somebody."
Mm-hmm.
This is not a David Byrne song.
No.
Obviously, this is not a song anybody in that room wanted to hear when they walked in the door, and he blew the doors off of it.
Yep.
It was amazing, and everybody was up on their feet and dancing and screaming the chorus and the whole thing. That's what this movie is.
Yeah.
It's that great moment, you know?
Yeah, and that's what music does, right? Like, it just brings you together. And there's some music that's so fucking infectious that even if you don't legitimately like it, like, you know, I have no love for Sweet Caroline in any kind of sporting event. But if I am at one and that song comes up, I will be able to sing along to it. And I will, even if I'm like singing along to it in a joking kind of way, you know, like.
You'll, at the very least, do the bump, bump, bump.
Yes.
So good, so good, so good.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, and that's what like, I was talking to you about this in another context, but like, I feel like communal singing and communal dancing do something to the human body.
Absolutely.
And they do something to the human spirit. And that's why everyone does it. It doesn't matter the cultural context. It does not matter the purpose, right? Sometimes you only do it because God wants you to. Sometimes you only do it in a secular context and it's not appropriate in front of God or whatever, but everybody does it. And you know, like monks that commit themselves to silence still sing for God, you know, and do it together. And there's just something profound about that. And, you know, this movie is about more than that because it's about being the performer in front of the audience.
Yeah.
But part of being the performer in front of the audience is experiencing that moment where everybody is on board with you and you're like channeling it to make it possible for them.
Yeah.
And yeah, like that's a profound thing, you know? And yeah, if you can sell that to me with music that I legitimately don't like, you made a good movie, right? Like you really made a good movie and you had really good performances.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really good. But also like the smaller parts.
Yes.
The
daughter you mentioned.
So basically Kate Hudson's character, Ella Anderson, I think was the actress, who looks like Taylor Tomlinson's little sister.
Sure.
Like that girl looks so much like Taylor Tomlinson, it's weird. But
it's such a small part in this film, and yet the film does so much with her.
Yes.
And gives her a whole arc.
Yes.
Gives her feelings that are meaningful, gives her a friend in an unlikely place, gives her, you know, a moment of crisis that, you know, she needs Hugh Jackman to get through.
Yeah.
Even though she's the one who's going to do all the hard work.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't want to spoil anything in this movie.
No, but I do want to call out actually all three of the kids, right? So like Kate Hudson comes to the relationship with a teenage girl and a preteenish boy.
Yeah.
And then Hugh Jackman has a teenage daughter who's like slightly older. And that King Princess plays the Hugh Jackman's teenage daughter, and she has a much smaller role.
Much smaller role because he only has custody of her a few weeks a year.
Yeah. But the boy whose name I didn't catch, the actor I didn't catch, has this one moment in this movie that's like this very dramatic moment, and does it so well. You know, like it just. Yeah, like you feel how this kid feels, you know, in that moment. And certainly the older daughter, like she is really, really good, you know, and has like you said, like just lots of stuff to do, but does so well with it. You know, that these were like really good casting decisions wherever these people came from.
Yeah, I was gonna say something earlier about that, about Roofman is like, you know, C-Tates in that movie. That movie's about C-Tates. And like every other character is just in the movie to show how easily he was able to manipulate them. This movie is about all of these characters.
Yeah.
They are all given a moment to shine, and you get to see how Hugh Jackman changed their lives.
Yeah, impacts them.
But it's
Yeah.
but it's their lives to live.
Yeah.
And it gives them that respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a really well-made movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my expectations for this were so far below the floor.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were underneath the subway line.
Yeah.
You know, where all the Civil War and Revolutionary War fossil bones are. But somehow it blew
Yeah.
me away.
Yeah, and you had figured out that this was probably going to be the mystery movie. Made a point of not telling me because I probably would have been like, really?
Yeah, we can do something else
Like,
tonight.
yeah, maybe not. But yes, no, I am actually glad that I saw this movie. Like, it's definitely a worthwhile like performance and experience, and it's also just crazy that any of it is real. Like,
Yeah.
you know, even if some of it is fictionalized, that any of it is real is like bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, life is fucking weird. Life is weird. People are weird. Like, but at least these are people who are weird, not in a bad way. You know, like they're just weird in the ways that people are weird. You know, and people love strange things and
And have strange lives.
Yeah. And just weird shit happens to people, you know?
Okay,
So,
this movie is absolutely worth seeing.
It's worth seeing.
Don't look for spoilers. Just go.
Yep.
And you'll enjoy it.
Yep.
And if you don't, you can have your money back.
Not from us, though.
From us. You can have your money back from us. Haha, that's the joke because they didn't pay anything for this review.
Uh-huh.
It was free.
Oh, the they is the regal.
No, the watcher, the viewers.
Oh, okay.
The lovely people out there in YouTube land who we love so much.
I got so confused. I thought you meant the cost of their movie ticket. And I'm like, I can't afford that. I can't afford for all
you get
5
refunded
of you.
the cost of your ticket to this particular YouTube video review.
Yes. Okay. Well, I can pay you back for your cost of watching this YouTube.
This is the opposite of Song Sung Blue, and it is a dumb joke that went way too far.
Well, and you know, like we are generally aligned as people, but I missed you on that one.
Every once in a while.
I really missed on that one. That's a me problem. That's not a you problem. That was a me problem.
No, that was me making a dumb joke.
That I didn't get.
Well, because it was a dumb joke. Anyway, all right. Until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. If this is our last video of the year...
It's not.
Well, it won't be.
It won't be. There's another mystery movie next week.
I'm trying to leave them with a little suspense.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
There will be another mystery movie next week.
Yeah,
and it's a horror movie.
And I think I know what movie it is, and I said I was willing to go.
Uh-huh.
So...
Yay.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Bye.
Bye.